Hello people, we are back after a while. Let me get the card preview window going. If I can figure out how to do this. Display card preview window. Okay. Alright, so what is this? This is 1/4, flick 4. I don't know that that's a great limited card. That's a fine card. That's pretty good. Arrest is always a pretty strong way to start a draft. I'm not sure about this card. It's going to be a thing. Yeah. Desert. Go ahead and lean towards the arrest. I don't think anything else here. It's too good. Just a 3/3 for 3 mana is quite good. The Harrier Nog is quite good, but I think start with 3 mana removal. It's pretty good. Endless Sands. I don't think this is a limited card. I mean, we could maybe really try to make it work, but interested in Vizier of the True is quite good. It's a reasonable white combat trick. Quarry Beetle. Yeah. You can get some stuff going with not really these. But some of the deserts, there's like a cycle of each color has their own sacrifice a desert to get a effect in that color pie that you can use with some effect to do this, but I don't think there's any reason to stay away from Vizier of the True. Ooh. Just realized the card. Oops. My face is blocking the card text for you people. See if I can get this a little bit bigger. Hopefully on whichever screen, oops, that's not the way that was supposed to go. Whatever screen you're on, this works. Farm is pretty good, and we could be blue. So this is the cycle I was talking about, and it's probably one of the better ones. Just +1/+1 to your team. White tends to go wide in this format, I think. 3/2 that can have lifelink. Open Fire. Mummy Paramount, okay. Yeah, I think we just take Farm to Market. It's basically you're just taking, it's like a 3 mana Divine Verdict instead of a 4 mana spell that I cast plenty of times. So seems good. A little bit worse in the aggressive decks, which we're probably going to want to be, but I'm not going to pass it. Saving Grace is weird. I don't know if it's good. It might be quite good. It's probably at least playable. It's, whatever. Ooh. These full art lands. Sweet. I think we're probably going to stay with Oketcher's Avenger, just stay on the white train. Harrier Naga's pretty good. Like I said, it's a 3 mana 3/3 is quite good in most standard limited formats. Although Fervent Paincaster is really good. That might be the pick. I feel like that's playable. I'm going to take this Paincaster. Yeah. Paincaster seems pretty good. And this is a reasonable 2-drop. I think we're, or a reasonable 3-drop, but I think we're probably not on that plan. 5 mana 3/3 flyer that gains 3 life. That seems reasonable, but probably we're just going to take this 2-drop. Just I think this format's going to stay pretty aggressive. So I'm going to just, this is actually, they changed the rules, so this is technically a 6-mana spell. The card is 6 manas every time. It's not on this on the stack because there were some really stupid shenanigans otherwise. But yeah, it's functionally, I don't even think we're likely at all to cast Market, but it could potentially happen. Catcher's Avenger's probably going to be the pick here. We're getting, there's some decent green and black cards. Yeah, I mean, that are not like special or anything. Manolith, I don't think we want to do that, but I'm pretty happy to get this Catcher's Avengers late. So it's a 2/3 with Menace, and then you can exert it to make it a 4/3 Menace. That seems pretty good. Probably. I'd be pretty happy to run these cycling lands, just because we're probably not going to be playing anything on turn 1 if yet it's in our opening hand, and just mitigate flood a little bit. Unsummon's pretty good if you're tempo-y enough. That may or may not be a thing. I'm going to take the Scrapper. DeGiro's Renunciation's probably isn't bad, but I do want to get my creature count up a little bit in this aggro deck. Is this the creature I want? This is probably fine. Probably better than the Steadfast Sentinel. We do want to be fairly aggressive, and I feel like this is just pretty mediocre. The Eternalize is not something we want to do necessarily. We want to kill our opponents on turn 5 or 6, not get value out of our graveyard. And this leads to more of that. I think we just take a 2-drop. It's fine. This is a late, man. I feel like this is definitely the best card currently in the pack, but we'll just take the 2-drop and take a Combat Trick or the Cycling Lands. Do have the Gilded Ceradon, so you might want that. This does untap, which goes well with our Exert semi-theme so far. This is a close pick. I'm going to go ahead and take the Desert because I think we're going to have plenty of playables, and that seems likely here. So being able to play a land, upgrade our mana base is helpful over something. I mean, that's a replacement level card. Let me paramount, and our deck is probably going to be again the replacement level card. But alright, and we got this. This is not really something we want to do. So we picked up 2 of those. It's 3-drop versus again a pretty decent Combat Trick. I'm going to take the Combat Trick this time. Wow! People, and I know I didn't see anything else that was green other than those cards, but that's still some craziness. Okay, it's mythic, it's red. I have not read it. It's a 4/6 with Afflict 3. Can't be bad. And then it gives me more mana afterwards. It seems fine. It's a reasonable 2-drop. Ooh, that's a pretty good 3-drop, especially with some Exert stuff. But I'm not going to pass this mythic just because it's mythic. It's entirely possible that the 2, or probably actually this 3-drop seems quite good, are the actual picks I'm supposed to take, but I'm gonna mess around with this mythic. see what it can do. Probably don't really want any more 5 or 6 drops, but it's fine. It's a reasonable, mostly combat trick / removal. This is not really a thing. Ooh, do get that versus another good 2-drop. Let me do a quick price check on that Hour of Promise, because that does seem like it might be. Promise, it's like a ticket and a half. This could actually be quite good and constructed. I'm going to take this Dauntless Haven. That seems pretty good. The Catcher's Avenger is pretty good too, but I'll take this Haven. Another 5-drop, don't really need that. This is a pretty reasonable. What's this one do? It's a 2/3 that hates on their graveyard a little bit. Not really what I'm looking for, but this is a pretty solid 4-drop. Mana Sink does some damage. Again, staying aggressive. Pretty good. Don't know that we want another one of those. Get another Act, or just Grizzly Bear. Red Grizzly Bear. This spider is very, very good, but way off our colors, and this is not a thing. Already have, yeah. Hopefully we can do better than this on 2-drops. I don't. I'm gonna take another combat trick. Dauntless Haven. It seems good to me. God, I hope these are as good as I think they are. Although we're a little light on Exerters, although I guess, whereas the Paincaster is also an Exerter, so that could, oh yeah, that's a combo. That is a combo. That's, well, whatever. I think we still want just another 2-drop. Yeah, just want another 2-drop. And this, again, good with our Exert theme, good with the Vizier of the True. So this deck is coming together pretty nicely, I have to say. Yeah, pretty happy with this. This might, I mean, this could be mediocre. It's not going to be bad. This is not really something we're going to be splashing for. Probably not going to be splashing at all. Random 2-drop versus pretty ugly combat trick. I mean, it's 1 mana, but it definitely doesn't get the job done every time. So I guess we'll just take another 2-drop. Hopefully we can replace these with something better, but I do like having 6 2-drops already. So this can, at the very least, is like a 2/1 Vigilance. Flying, obviously. Flying is a thing. Yeah. It seems like it's going to be pretty hard for our opponents to block, and then even if they can block, we can burn them out a little bit with this. That's whatever, it's less than whatever, I guess. I'm telling you people, Harrier Naga is a fine card. Unless Green is somehow just like unplayable in this format. This is a fine card. Should not be going last pick. We'll take this. It cycles. It's not particularly great. But it cycles, it's 1 mana. Maybe it matters. Nobody wants to be green. Okay. I mean, I guess we should just take a green card. Okay. Oh, it's target creature, not just itself. That's pretty good. That may. Oh, jeez, another Catcher's Avenger. Nice. I hope there's some things that make 1 toughness creatures bad. Hopefully, our opponents don't happen to have them. But I guess we could always swap in the Ketras instead. I'm going to go ahead and put this one in the sideboard along with one of our random 2-drops. Maybe we try and block sometimes. We do get to gain life off of all of our... This is kind of like a Dragon's Claw. People. And this is a fine card too. Yeah, hopefully not playing that. Last pick, people, really? What is this? Blood Rage Brawler is pretty good. Blazing Volley. Hate Draft in the league. That's not really a thing. Cartouche. Might be the Cartouche, although I think the Blood Rage Brawler is pretty good. Might be the Cartouche or the Blood Rage Brawler. I'm trying to think if we've got enough things to... It's another 2-drop. This is a... I don't know. This Cartouche is pretty strong. It's only 1 mana, and it gets to like turn our bad. And then we've got 3 of Catcher's Avengers. So when we turn them into like 4/2s with first strike, that's got pretty good. Assuming Fever, Magma Spray. It's probably gonna have to be Magma Spray. Yeah. Impact. Oh, that's right. I forgot this card had cycling. I was like, why didn't they just reprint Demolish? Oh, because they wanted to make it semi-playable. But definitely going to take the Magma Spray. Cast out, people? What? Onward to Victory. What is going on? Modern staple. I don't know what we did in this draft, but I'm going to be very sad to see how I can screw it up. Creature gets doubles its power, and then we have a double strike. I'm pretty sure cast out's better. And since this is mostly a gold card, you can probably wheel it. So, Consume Fever. Forsake the Worldly Sacred Cat. I think we're on the Consuming Fever plan. This is a lot of damage, a lot of times. So, take that. It could be the Pathmaker Initiate, but it's not really a combo with all their Catcher's Avengers. Sure. Devoted Cropmate. That's fine. Winged Shepherd, Thresher Lizard. I think there's a pretty good chance we can just turn Thresher Lizard on pretty quickly. Look at we've got 4 playable 1-drops. I mean, this is not really a combo with Thresher Lizard, but I don't know if that's better than this. Turn target creature. Maybe I'm wrong. I did not play a ton of Fanbear. Oh, we definitely picked the open art archetype. Trying to figure out whether Fanbear is better than the Towcrop Elite. Probably not. This is just very strong. To exert and then give your entire team +1/+1. And then Fanbear is strong with our Mummy Paramounts. Alright, I'm going to take the 1 mana spell. That could be very wrong. It's reasonable. Not doing those. Like Caravan. Paint a pack, not so much. Okay, I'll take a Spearmaster. Just because I want to get completely wrecked by Blazing Volley. Oh my god, I get this one last? This deck is quite good. I'm just gonna straight to the sideboard because we clearly have easily plenty of playables. Impeccable timing. I mean, let me hit something. I don't know. I could take the Violent Impact from the sideboard potentially, but onward to victory. That sounds like a plan. Sacred Cat, sure, sideboard. Whatever. People just did not want to be green in this draft. Which is fine by me. So Crash Through was just kind of replacement stuff. It was fine because it cycled. But I like these are 1-drops. Probably cut Defiant Kendra, and then 6 2-drops is fine. Don't know if we need Colossipede. Just no respect for good mana ratios. Look at this. It's possible we could, I guess. I was looking, we have 6 playable green cards and we're only playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 6. We're not playing a ton of red. I was thinking there's a chance we could be red or green if we if the matchup dictated it, but that's not really going to happen. So, group creatures separately. We have to cut. We could try and get away with running. Yeah, these are not 6-drops. You lie. You lie. What is this? This is definitely a 3-drop. So where was I? We can cut 1 creature. So potentially like the Gilded Ceradon, although we have 2 deserts to turn it on that we are going to run. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we are going to run 17 lands. We could try and skate with 16, but 2 of our lands will cycle if we flood out. And we do have a mana sink here and a mana sink there. That's not really a mana sink, that's a anti-mana sink. And this is the worst 2-drop we have. I'm very curious as to whether, obviously they do very different things, but versus the flyer that could give our entire team +1/+1. Curious which of this works out. I mean, I can slap it with Consuming Fever on turn 2 and then just go to town. So, so like I said, we could cut maybe the Spearmaster. So we could cut one of these 3 creatures, the Ceradon, the Spearmaster, or the Mummy. Or can probably cut, probably have a few too many. I mean, we have 2. I'm going to run both of these auras. And I'm definitely going to run the Cast Out and the Magma Spray. Those are locks. Question is definitely going to trim probably this Active Heroism, and I'm trying to figure out whether Onward to Victory. Don't have a ton of super powerful high power creatures, so this might not be great. I don't love that it's 3 mana. That's, yeah. I think I'm going to cut the Spearmaster. Though I do have 2 Dauntless Avens, quite good with those, and the Vizier of the True. Gilded Ceradon. This, I'm starting to think this card is just not great. It's fine. It's a 4/6 for 5 with upside, so it's not terrible, but we're not really the deck to take advantage of all this extra mana. Like, whoa, so I'm going to use that for our Frontline Devastator. Not really a combo. I think I'm going to cut the Spearmaster. Quick check. Mummy Paramount only pumps it off of Fanbearer, Mummy Paramount. Right, everything else here is not a zombie. Oop, this is a zombie actually. It's one of the Eternals actually, I guess. Whatever the heck Eternals are. It's eternal, you can't die. And I think I'm going to cut the Farm to Market, just because I want to be even more aggressive. Like I said, having to kill a creature after it blocks is, I mean, it's better than nothing, but it's not as, it's basically like casting, you know, Onward to Victory. Whatever. If you, it's just like winning combat, like you can do with a lot of combat tricks. So, I think this is the deck. Let's see, sort by color, combine groups. So I'm trying to think of whether I'm going to do 9/8 or 10/7. How long can I get away? I do have a red thing there. These are kind of, you know, these balance out. So that's that. So I'm running 10 red cards. Probably won't be able to get away with being white for white only for very long. The only double color, and this is reliant on. Damn it! I did it again. Sorry. Yeah, I'm comfortable running 8 red sources and 9 white sources. It seems fine to me. And Moto agrees with me, so. bonus points. All right, so this is the deck. Let's see how I can do with it.